We're live.
Manuel has porn on his iPad.
Yeah, dead porn on my iPad, and I'm kind of trying to figure out why it's there. Cause like, I unlocked it, and the first thing I see is like, actually no, I don't know the actor. I actually know the actress, and I'm just like, oh, that's an interesting position she's in, and I'm like, why is this opening to porn? This is a shock. I thought I hadn't used this as a DTL. I swear it wasn't me. I think so. Okay,
Manuel has really porn on his iPad. He used to show it to us today.
What the hell?
That is kind of gross.
Just making up lies.
Yeah, no, that's kind of gross, man. Why would you show it to us on a website where you know we're gonna get banned? Do you like want to kill this podcast and A to J connections? Like, I don't know.
Wow. Wow. This is happening. You guys just hi everyone. This is Ultra Podcast Z, and I am the internet's favorite pornographer. Why did I introduce myself like that? It's like bleep, bleep, bleep. Hi everyone, I'm Manuel, the internet's favorite cryptid. Joining me as, oh my god, what am I saying? Oh my god, there's sound coming on my iPad, which is hilarious.
Because is it that porn means, sound? Wait. Oh my god, he's showing
no. No, that's what I'm getting at. By now, it's the podcast. I open it on my iPad. But that makes me realize that there was definitely porn sound playing from it when I first unlocked it. I couldn't hear it because my earphones.
Ew.
So there was definitely some jumping around, to use Nyaru's term from last week, going on my iPad.
Oh my goodness, there's a motherfucking collab. Yes.
Yeah. Is that what we call porn now? Is porn a motherfucking collab?
No, I was reacting to a Group Coaster thing. I'm sorry.
Porn is a motherfucking collab.
Oh there you go.
God. Anyways, Nyaru, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Nyaru, and Morning Musume did a cover of the Uma Musume opening song, and I'm kind of in love with it. That's it.
A lot of people have been talking Morning Musume lately, and I don't really know. Maybe that's why, but like, I don't know. I've never felt so. I feel bad saying this, but I never felt so over Hollow Project than I have the past month or two, because I've had somewhat of a conscious decision to at least try to like listening to the newer stuff, but I think I'm done.
With Hollow Project?
Yeah, at least on a personal level. Like, I don't know.
A couple of them got invited to Tokyo Idol Festival.
Really?
Yeah, like Tsubaki Factory. Hold on. Let me look at us. I know Tsubaki Factory was one of them. Hold on. I'm getting it. Okay. Okay. So beyond Tsubaki Factory, a new unit of the Hilapani Kenkisei, and then the Kenkisei trainees and Lovelies.
Is Lovelies a group?
Yeah, it's like a new unit sort of thingy. I don't even know. I have not been keeping up with it. Anyways,
yeah, I'm not really. How do I say this? I want to get back into idol stuff. By the way, did you see how many idols got COVID lately?
Like, yeah, all of this got COVID.
That's what I was getting at. I know this has kind of been a running thing where, like, it seemed I mentioned this before, like a long time ago. I think because the entertainment industry in Japan is so centered in Tokyo, that when it kind of like leaks a weird word, but you know, when it kind of like starts spreading in any circle, it just spreads fast because that circle's so small and like concentrated. But like, I think half of Momo Era Clover Z got it. A couple, I think it's always a couple 48G members somewhere, but then like all of Biss got it basically. I'm like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. And some Common Joshi girls got it recently too. Like that was a couple weeks ago though, but yeah.
And like 5 HKT48 members got it too.
Yeah, you know, I mean, because it's sheer attrition with the 48G members, you know, sadly, because there's so many girls around. It's like, yeah, they're gonna get it. I will say, it is worth mentioning that thankfully none of them have seemed to have had it bad, because they always kind of just snap back. I don't think I ever hear a follow up. It's just so and so has COVID, and then suddenly they're performing again, and I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah. This is episode 144. You know what that means, Nyaru? What's 144?
I don't know.
Do you really not know? 144
144?
something. It's 12 dozens. It's a
Okay.
gross. It's a gross. They call it a gross.
You're gross. Anyways.
I mean, you are gross. Your feet are gross. How was your feet thing go? Wait, how did your
Oh,
feet
that
thing
was
go?
actually kind of fun.
I tried to watch it and then I forgot it when it was happening, and I'm like, no, she's drawing with her feet, and I'm missing this. Did you actually show your feet? That was
No, I
mainly
didn't
what I was
actually
trying
show
to
my
tune in for.
feet.
Because you were
I
saying you
didn't.
might have. Ah, you suck then.
Well, I
What?
decided not to. Like last night, it was hard to set up.
I mean, you could have. Wait, didn't like Rent? No, it wasn't a foot cam, but didn't Rent had a bunny cam? That's what it was. I'm looking at a camera on the floor. It
Yeah,
wasn't for her
people have
feet.
like pet cams.
Yeah, so you could have set something like that up, and then had like, look, these are my pet feet,
What
lefty and
the
righty.
fuck?
There was I don't know why all these random stories are coming to me. Like I swear this was not my intention, and I had no energy before we started. It just came. I swear the porn on the fucking iPad and reinvigorated everything I had in me. I don't know what you know. I have no other explanation except for that. But when I was in Taiwan, there was this live streamer. Well, one of the main times in Taiwan, doesn't matter which one. There was a live streamer in front of us who had like a whole little mini setup in her hand, where it was like she had two phones and like a little light ring, all in her hand, walking up the stairs out of a station. And she was talking in English, so me and my friend were like, "Oh, it's a foreigner. You don't come across those all too often in Taiwan. It's not like Japan." And I'm kind of walking behind them, just kind of like eavesdropping. Then out of nowhere, she's all like, "Oh yeah, it's just like my boobs. They each have names. It's like lefty and righty or whatever." And then we just
What
started
the
laughing.
fuck?
Yeah, she something like that. I don't remember the exact name she gave them. I'm gonna assume it was lefty and righty just for the sake of this story. But she gave them names, and we just started laughing because we're behind her. We're like, "What the fuck?" Like. And she was dressed kind of revealing, but so her boobs were out. We just started laughing our asses off, and then she turns around, and it's clear that foreigners are afoot, kind of thing. And she turned around, like laughed at us. We were totally in that stream if I only knew who she was. And then she very hurriedly left the station. But yeah, we were in someone's live stream accidentally. I'm not a stalker. Why am I a stalker? Just because we were eavesdropping on a live streamer's live stream. Oh my god! Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me? Anyways, guys, it's a gross, and we're talking about shit. But first, to get some updates out the way, what's new with you, Nyaru? Besides drawing with your feet, ooh.
Nothing much, honestly. Mostly preparing for next week, which is S Pro's 1 year anniversary stuff.
Oh,
We actually have a lot of stuff going on, including some performances on the weekend, and then we have like a Minecraft Matsuri happening, and then we
oh my
have
god.
we're recreating RuPaul Drag Race in not in Minecraft, in Animal Crossing, and then we have like our party stream that we're gonna do it. So it's gonna be a fun week. That's all I've really been preparing for, TBH. Oh, and I'm also starting the works on my 1 year anniversary stuff too. So yeah.
Say, like, it's been a year. Wow, that's insane. Time flies
Yeah.
when you're having an existential crisis or something like that. Wow. Yeah, well, we're all gross. Nyaru's gross. Her feet. Have you seen Nyaru's feet? They're gross. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen your feet, so I'm kind of just
You don't
judging.
want to see my feet.
Yeah, I don't think I have. It was funny because I was making this joke the other day. I'm like, I think I've seen quite a few of the EDG members' feet just by nature of us being in hotel rooms together. But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Nyaru's feet. So yeah,
You don't
that's
want
that.
to.
Yeah, it's like it's like you have freaking vulture talons going on down there. I don't know.
Ka.
I'm a vulture. I'm gross because I don't know how to keep making this gross thing run throughout. But no.
Anyways,
Fun fact: if you've been watching a lot of lot of DC, I've watched a lot of AJ stuff this week. Just a little announcement because I feel like I rush this at the end since I don't even say it. Um, Tomorrow we are bringing back AJ Ventures. So myself and
what's
Warren,
that?
it's our gaming stream where we typically play RPGs or something like dungeony.
Dungeon.
So like I don't know how to call it, like more like medievally, fantasy-y. So yeah, tune into that. Like we've been playing Dungeons and Dragons Chronicles of Mystara, which is like a beat 'em up. Tomorrow we might be playing something else that's a beat 'em up because Snacks isn't gonna be there, RIP. Or we might finish Wild Arts without him. I don't know, one of the two. I think Warren said he wanted to start Lunar, which is a really cool game I love. The big debate from there is which version. For those who don't know, Lunar is an RPG that came out on the Sega CD originally, and then it was re-released on the PS1, which is where most people played it. But then it also got a PSP release. So it's like, and literally all three are distinct. And my favorite thing of all three have different dubs, so we have to deal with that as well. And so
Oh, there we go.
ADG
Nightbot's just being slow tonight.
I know. I was looking at that too. Like, what is Nightbot doing? But anyways, yeah, that's tomorrow. And then the DTL is now going to be bi-weekly. So this week is the off week. There'll be more updates for DTL, Drink Talk Learn, but just tune into that. Also, Pleiades is mad under the weather. I don't know if he wants to disclose how sick he is or why he's sick, but we might not do Drink Talk Roll this weekend. But honestly, it's 50-50, so we might still do it. Either way, we're streaming on Friday the 13th because it's Friday the 13th. And,
I have a stream on Friday the 13th, actually.
What is it on?
We're doing a Curse collab with Cursed VTuber. We're just gonna play Jackbox.
Well, that's cool. You guys should do a tier list for Friday the 13th movies.
Oh god, no. No, we're doing Jackbox. We're gonna make cursed memes and cursed t-shirts.
Have you ever watched Friday the... Have you ever watched okay, I'm sure you've seen some of them, but have you watched Friday the 13th, any of them, like, besides... In your life, I guess? Have you ever seen any of them, Nyaru?
Yeah?
Like Jason movies?
Yes, I have.
Are you a fan of them?
If they're on, I'll watch them, but I won't go out of my way to watch them. I prefer Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah! See, like, because kind of recently, I watched the whole Friday the 13th series. Mainly because I wanted to watch Freddy versus Jason, and I wanted to watch fucking Jason Goes to Hell. I wanted to watch those two movies and like judge them better because I haven't seen either of them since like I was a kid. So I watched the whole series straight through, and I'm like, this series isn't that great. There's some parts like if you ever watched the first 4 movies, literally you could fast forward the first like 15 minutes of each part 2, 3, and 4 because each one wastes time showing you the movie before it. And it's like, what the fuck is this? What is this? What am I watching? And then a lot of the movies are censored. There's a lot of bullshit going on there. I don't know. Go watch Nightmare on Elm Street. It's a much better series, like Nyaru said. Especially you can watch the first 3. There's the first one, which is just scary. There's the second one that's very known as the gay one, which is great. I love that one. And then there's the third one, which is the wacky one that I love even more. That's Dream Warriors. We should do a horror movie tier list just with all the sequels though, like Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday 13th, and like Halloween. The Halloween series also has a lot of hits and misses in its nonsense. Okay. Jason X, real fast. I still like Jason X because it's cheesy, but it's kind of good. It's like when they sent the Leprechaun to space. Remember the Leprechaun movies?
Wait, yeah, the Leprechaun movie. I remember watching that because like my cousins had like a scary sleepover once, and we were scared.
I used to be scared of the first one. Mind you, I saw
that
movie when
the first one.
Yeah, I saw that movie on pay-per-view because we had an illegal box. It was like in elementary school. I don't remember exactly how old I was. So I watched that movie when I was a kid. And that movie scared the shit out of me. And then I watched it many years later. I'm like, this movie is not scary. That fun fact, I think I've heard conflicting rumors on this, but I think the first movie was meant to be for kids. And they went back and just put in stuff to make it more adult, like, blood. And that's the one that has Jennifer Aniston. That's the one that has like, Friends star in the horror movie, kind of bullshit.
Wow, Friends.
There's a Leprechaun movie where they go to Vegas and like some dude gets killed when he's fucking a prostitute because as he's fucking her, she turns into a robot. But and then the robot shocks him or electrocutes him or something like that. But I'll never forget that when I was watching that movie with some friends of mine, and I think we were watching it once again on the illegal cable box. We were watching it and we're like, titties. We're fucking like
titty.
Yeah, we're like teenagers at this point, so we're like, there's titties, yeah, everything but like group masturbation right here. And we're all like, yeah, what titties on TV. Well, I mean, we didn't do that, but we were all like drooling over the titties like as a group. And then when she turns to a robot, it was just like instant deflation, like literally and figuratively. I don't know if I should have said all this. Anyways, JD's able to stop me from embarrassing myself like
Yes,
this
I am,
live.
but it was too funny. Sorry.
No, yeah, it's too funny. Like I could have stopped you, but I was just
Yeah,
letting you
because
go
we all
because
sat
this is
there
more
and then
funny.
like we were basically like, huh?
Yeah.
Titties?
Uh,
Titties? And then it's just a
yeah.
robot, and we're like, oh.
And you interrupted
we're
me when I was
getting-
going to ask you about the tier list. Do reboots count as sequels?
Yeah, because there's an I don't know if anyone cares about the Leprechaun series, but it's been rebooted twice. And the most recent reboot is like a reboot in name only, and it stars like an actual quote unquote actual leprechaun, as in more the Irish folk tales where it's just a monster, where it's not like Lucky Charms. Is it Lucky Charms gonna have a name?
Lucky?
Is his name Lucky?
Yeah,
Yeah, his name is Lucky.
The Lucky Charm.
Oh, I didn't know that. So yeah, it's Lucky. It's not like that. It's not like him and like horror movie version. It's like a monster, like like a fucking like thing. It's all slimy and everything. I guess it's okay if you like that kind of thing, but it was so disappointing. Anyways, that's an idea. We're definitely gonna save that. Maybe we'll do that Friday if we end up not doing the stream, or if not, we'll save that for Halloween this year as well. We'll only do one tier list this Halloween. We joked about it earlier, but we tend to go overboard when we get tier lists in our head. Even though Nyaru just did one. Nyaru gets away with doing tier lists.
I did 4 hours of one, but that's the only one I'm gonna do.
Well, see, tier lists take long. Remember that one time? I think it was a fast food one too, by the way.
I spent 2 hours yesterday just going over the food one because I had so much like fun memories of like the most of the food I ranked.
We did a fast food tier list, me and Nyaru, and I think Jordan was on that one. Fun fact, Jordan as in FA podcast Jordan. This was years ago, and Nyaru was at a con, and we literally had this tiny window to do the thing in, like literally like an hour and 15 minutes, like while like your friends were at a panel before they had to come and get you or whatever. So.
Mhm.
And of course, we're like, a tier list will be fast and easy. We'll do that 45 minutes. And thank God I had the wherewithal to start with the tier list immediately. But that thing took like an hour and a half, and I think we rushed it by the end. And everyone hated us because of where we put everything. I think because we put Little Caesars in the S tier or something like that, I think. And like we put like I forgot what else we put in the S tier, but somebody
I still put Little Caesars in my S tier. Wait, you want to see my results?
let me see.
Okay.
Because Little Caesars, I still say is S tier.
I
By the way,
love Little Caesars.
I mean, there's a meme I love, and it's basically I don't remember the wording exactly, but it's all like, Little Caesars is so much better when you don't have an asshole next to you saying it sucks. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, it kind of is. I'll be real with you.
Okay, I'm looking at this now. Waffle, wow. First of all, you did a hell of a lot more places than we did. But yeah, Little Caesars is there. Jollibee. I haven't thought about Jollibee forever. Dairy Queen.
No, right?
Culver's, Raising Cane's. Why is Chick-fil-A in the fucking S tier?
I like their salads. They've been helping me with my keto.
But aren't they canceled?
Yeah, but it was more about the food, not the politics behind the food.
It's actually hilarious because they opened very near me in my house. They opened a Raising Cane's earlier this year, and they opened a Chick-fil-A like literally next door, and they kind of have like sign wars going on, like right now.
That's
like,
kind of funny though.
Yeah, and the most recent, I should take a picture next time I'm there and like post it on social media. We'll get some clap for it. But the Raising Cane's posted a very like pro LGBTQ thing, like taking huge like pot shots at the Chick-fil-A, and that pretty much ended it, because at that point like Chick-fil-A couldn't really like come back and like, well, our chicken's good, they couldn't really say anything. I've already
What else about this tier list? Have you had Culver's, by the way?
Huh?
Have you had Culver's, by the way?
Culver's is also chicken place?
No, it's a burger. It's a Wisconsin butter burger place.
Oh, no. Okay, that's where it is. I've only heard about this because it's a YouTuber I watch called The Company Man, and he talks about Culver's. And he's all like, at the end of it, he's like, there'll be a Culver's near you. And I'm like, no, there's not one in SoCal, so I don't care. I'm that kind of person. I like how you had checkers on here. Is rallies on here too? Did you separate them, or did you only put checkers?
No, I had to explain checkers and rallies and Carl's Jr. and Hardee's to people because they actually didn't. A lot of my viewers didn't know that they're different things, or they might know them as something else. So I did a whole explanation on both.
Oh, but I mean, you just have check. Oh, okay. Well, you don't have a rallies. Okay, okay, yeah.
Even
But,
then, they're kind of the same thing. Let's be real.
well, rallies and checkers, from what I understand, do have minor differences, but Carl's Jr. and Hardee's are the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they're so minor though that it's like it doesn't really matter.
Okay,
I pointed it out.
Manuel.
So hold
Remember
on.
that thing
I know we should move on, but hold on. I just want to get on this real fast. Carl's Jr. Fun fact that for those who've never been to one, a lot of the bigger ones also have like a Mexican food component. Like imagine a Taco Bell, but it's called the green burrito. But what really blows my mind about Backwards Land is that Hardee's also has the same Mexican like component to some of the restaurants, but theirs is called the red burrito. And I'm just like, it just feels like you literally stepped into like a fucking warp zone or something. Yeah, Subway belongs in F tier, and what have you never had? Sorry, I wanted to read it. How have you never had Del Taco?
I only know it from the meme. All my Del Tacos closed near me.
Wait, no, fuck you. You've had Taco Bell before.
No, I haven't.
Are you serious? Are you a human?
Yeah. Yes.
See,
Because my
everything else
colon
that you
is
never
intact.
had-
My
Well,
colon
that
is
is-
intact because I haven't even had Taco Bell. So yes, I
Dude.
am more human than you.
I just want to point out, by the way, that I call bullshit, literally. I call bullshit that Sylvia and her like brethren of like, you know, the PG Parade hanger-ons and all her whole circle apparently have never heard of the Taco Bell memes. And I'm just like, you guys either live under a
Did you
rock or you're in
see
denial. The
that
food theorist did a thing on it, on whether it makes you
No,
diarrhea
no,
all
no,
the time
no,
or
no,
not.
no.
Hey.
Did you see? Did
That's
you see that
gross.
like
It's on
Gouda? Did you
Okay,
see
you're
that
right. It's on
Gouda
topic.
did like a collaboration with Taco Bell, and then there was like a whole bunch of simps like buying Taco Bell because she
Oh,
was
you
talking
can have
about it.
Sims, like blowing out their asses all the time now. What the fuck?
Yeah, like I didn't like. I had someone. It was funny because like someone was like on my stream was like, you know, they're doing anime commercials and Gouda sponsored it, and then I was like, that's cool, but I'm not falling for corporate marketing, cheap corporate marketing like that.
Oh, speaking of gross corporate marketing, a YouTuber I don't really watch much, but for some reason I clicked on their videos today. Named Zoe Bell. I've seen some older videos, so I think that's why she was in my recommendations. But they did a video today on this brand called Steak-ummm. Have you ever heard of Steak-ummm?
No.
They're not fast food. They're a frozen food thing. Have you heard of them, JD?
What?
Vaguely, maybe.
Okay, so if you had told me what do you think Steak-ummm is before, I would have said it's a dog food. I've heard of Steak-umms before, and I feel like this is my first ever Mandela effect. I swear that there was a dog food named Steak-umms before, but apparently it's like it's sliced meat that you make your own Philly cheesesteaks at home, and it's like in the freezer section. I don't think any of my markets sell it because this packaging is so vibrant. But go look them up on Twitter. They have the most. If you ever seen the memes of like woke brand Twitter, you know, like where the social media person is trying to be your friend or whatever. Like Wendy's has nothing on them. Fucking Steak-umms, like you would forget that they even sell fucking frozen roast beef. Like all their shit is like, you know,
Ew.
is just like woke Twitter nonsense, and it's just insane.
Okay, man,
And
I'm gonna stop you there
gonna-
before you get canceled.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm definitely woke Twitter. I'm just saying, like,
Anyways,
Hold
what are
on,
we
hold
saying?
on.
Manuel,
Okay,
no,
no,
Manuel.
really
Anyways,
fast, 'cause I do-
Anyways, no.
It-
Anyways, what are we talking
hold
about
on,
tonight?
hold on.
No, no.
I realized
no.
you guys think I was saying the wrong thing. You guys think I was saying the wrong thing.
No.
What
anyways,
I'm trying to
let's
say
move
was
on.
is brands
Oh my
brands trying to be woke. That's what I was trying to say. Anyways. And you know damn well they're not woke.
Anyways, I knew exactly what you meant, but anyways, I'm done with that topic. What are we supposed to actually be talking about?
Things that are gross, like people having violent diarrhea because of Taco Bell.
Ew, that means you're not human.
That means you're not human if you have. Okay, I'm pretty sure we've all had violent diarrhea for starters, and second of all, I do agree on the
I
Taco Bell
had
thing.
okay, I had it because I was actually sick in the hospital. They were giving me like tons of medication. And I was just crap. Okay,
Okay, that's kind of nasty. Ew. But,
I'm sorry, but that's the truth. I don't get. I don't. Not everyone craps because they're eating shitty food. Okay, some people
I,
have conditions, man. You just don't assume that.
I forgot what we were talking about on a VTL once when I was going on about all the shit I've had to clean in my life, and I mean like literal shit, and and I was going on about like you don't understand like in the retail world, even surprisingly not just the fast food world, like there's shit to clean. I don't think I've ever told this story, but there was one time, and if you've never been to Party City during Halloween, which is coming up, thank God I don't work there anymore. Party cities get crazy during Halloween. It's pretty much their Christmas time in terms of like when they do their sales. Um, and our party city I'm just getting so excited I can't even speak. Our party city in particular, and other party cities have done it too. When they get too crowded, the fire marshal shows up. Sometimes the manager will call the fire marshal because they're a little bitch. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Be safe. Be safe. That was a bad joke. Anyways, and then they'll literally count the people and then make sure it's capacity and then like 5 in 5 out and so on. So it was one of those days and there's always long lines to get a costume, long lines to try on the costume, long lines to buy the costume, and like you would always find the most random shit. Literally more than once we would find, and I mean all the time, this is a normal Halloween thing, thank God usually the Halloween temps would find it. You would find like used diapers behind merchandise.
I hate that. I
Yes, by the
legit
way, you find
hate
that a
that
lot. Like
though.
not
Okay,
even just during Halloween, but
you
during
don't.
Halloween, yeah,
Especially like at theme parks, you find that shit, like literal shit
yes.
everywhere. Especially
And then,
at Disney in the parking lots. That's where you find it the
oh
most.
god, don't get me started about parking lot diapers. We used to get those all the time. Like I used to like taking my breaks like on the side of the store that would be like like just like sitting on the curb kind of. And so many times I'd sit there and like this is more than once. I wish I could tell you this is a one-time story I have, but no, more than once I was sitting there on my break, like on my phone, drinking a soda or something like that, just sitting there on my break, and I see a lady like right in front of me, like literally like maybe 20 feet away because I'm like on the curb, she's in the parking space. Change your fucking kid, and then throw the diaper on the floor, get in the car, and drive off. And like that's happened so many times, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, first of all, I'm not touching that. Second of all, like, what the fuck? That's nasty. That's not human. Are you human? Speaking of people being human, but yeah, more than once. Once again, I wish this was the one-time story I could tell you. More than once, the Halloween buckets. I actually have one on the floor, but it's covered in shit. Not this time, not literal shit. But the Halloween buckets, like a pumpkin that has a little handle. More than once, we'd find those with shit inside them. And what always blew my mind is like, did they just let their kids shit in the store and everyone around them just let them? Not like let them. But then again, I guess you wouldn't say anything if a kid's shitting and you're like, what do I say? I'll just ignore it, But then a couple times, like it would. Okay, this is where it's really disgusting. Sometimes it'd be just shit. But there's nothing to be shit and then toilet paper. I'm like, where did they have the toilet paper? It's like, did they know this is gonna happen? Has this happened before? Do they just carry a spare toilet paper in their like bag? Which I guess some people do. But anyways, yeah, it's just disgusting.
Did you not have a bathroom or something?
We did. Okay, I will admit this. Now, this is kind of fucked up funny. We used to have we always had a guy and a girl bathroom, right? And then when it became more of a thing, like, hey, they were standalone bathrooms, as in like one person would go in there and lock the door. And then when it became more the norm, if you had a closed bathroom like that to make it a genderless bathroom, we made our bathrooms genderless. Both bathrooms are for everybody, fair. But traditionally, everyone, especially because we had a lot of regulars, everyone's still considered one the male, one the female, in their heads. And our fitting room, because our store was kind of shaped weird, would block the quote unquote female one, even though they were both technically genderless. And some woman complained all the way to corporate. And you know what our decision was? not to unblock the quote unquote female restroom because this woman complained so much. It was to only have one bathroom open for all the customers. So yes, we had a bathroom. Yes, if you even follow my story, it was next to the fitting rooms. And yes, customers would try on costumes in the fitting rooms even though they weren't supposed to. So to answer your question, maybe these kids were pooping in the aisles because they had nowhere else to poop. I don't know. And we had to use those bathrooms too.
Okay, let's move on to something else.
Poop!
Anyways,
That's why I just see customers as NPCs. Anyways, yeah, customers as NPCs. Let's I don't know. Anyways, don't let customers see you as NPCs though, because that always bothers me. You know how many times I see a by the way, I'm opening the other topic. So we'll talk about Sony next. But you know what always annoys me more than anything? Especially you hear it a lot more in the COVID things now, when the customers are all like, "Oh, well, there's no one here." I'm like, "The fuck do I look like?" You know? I'm not a piece of furniture that belongs to the store, you know, kind of thing. It's like we're humans too. It's because we're employees here. But anyway, that's my treat your employees fairly and don't shit in their store rant. Also, if you have to use the restroom, please shit in the bowl. I don't know why
Thank
some people
you.
shit in random places, but that is
or
the
at
most
least like flush.
Oh, don't even get me started on that one. Honestly, I'm willing to just look past the flushing as long as you get it in the bowl. Because there are too many times when I've gone in there and I'm like, what the fuck? Did your ass explode? And there's been more than once where I'm like, okay, you literally had to put shit on your hands and wipe it on the walls to get what I'm cleaning up right now. What the fuck happened in here? Anyways. But yeah, shit really doesn't disgust me that much anymore. And that's why we brought it up, because we were talking about two girls, one cup on DTL, and Callie was trying to say like, I don't think shit looks like that. I'm like, Callie, I've seen shit more than I care to ever tell you about, just because I've had to clean it up, and it doesn't really affect me that much anymore. It's like if I almost vomited every time I had to clean up shit, there would be vomit to clean up too, you know.
Okay,
Anyways,
news. Sony.
News. Sony's gross. Sony has a monopoly on anime now. Did you know that? You know that, guys?
Why aren't they getting sued over it? I don't know.
Okay, what bothers me? Okay, for those who don't know, Sony completed its acquisition of Crunchyroll. So Sony now owns, a branch of Sony owns Megaplex. Now owns Aniplex, who are a distributor. I don't think they're actually like, do they exist? Yeah, they exist in the US, definitely. They have Aniplex in America. Anyways, they have Aniplex, they have Funimation, which also is a streaming site and a distributor, and now they have Crunchyroll, who is has a streaming site, and they also have an original animation arm. Oh, I forgot about that topic. This is a twofer. But in the right after Crunchyroll happened yesterday, by the way, Crunchyroll ended on Saturday, but yesterday they announced that Sony's like, oh yeah, we finished it all. I guess the government decided this is legal, and now we own most of anime. There is word they're gonna merge Funimation and Crunchyroll, as in the streaming services.
It's gonna be like one unified service with like an expanded library or whatever.
Now that sounds fine. I don't really watch either, but it was my understanding that Crunchyroll does have a free option, right?
Yes.
So I wonder if that's still going to exist. Because Funimation doesn't, right?
No, they do.
Oh, they do. Okay, never mind. Yeah. I'm just stupid. Okay, ignore all that. Remember when Hulu had it? Remember when Hulu's ad version was free?
Yes.
Anyways, that was a long time ago, though. I'm surprised they announced that, because I thought they were going to do a Sony. I thought they were going to do a Disney thing, like when Disney bought all the everything too on their own front. All the streaming services are still separate. I know there's a package where you can get all of them, but like Hulu and Disney Plus didn't merge, and I get that part of that's branding, but I was like, oh, they're just going to double dip. Like Crunchyroll's just going to double dip. They're going to be Crunchyroll and Funimation. But I think I was reading somewhere that this pretty much that they also kind of low key announced that pretty much everything's leaving Verve for good. And for those of you who don't know, Verve was that weird one that like had everything for a while, and then became just animation, and now I think they just have like 2 channels on there now. I remember when Verve launched, it was so cool. I was like, oh my god, it's like the cable for streaming services because they had like no, because
Wow.
they had a bunch of other things, and
Right.
then like mainly they had Shutter and some other shit, but
Mhm.
then everything left but the animation, and now I think all that's there is like Rooster Teeth and High Dive, and who else is there? But yeah,
Yeah.
um,
I know at some point they had a K-drama channel. They had
Oh, I
um,
have
Funimation
a
and
K drama. I
Crunchyroll.
have a K drama channel on my TV.
Mhm.
do you really?
Yeah, it's like so like my TV comes with like free TV. I just connect to the internet and I get free channels.
My TV
Cause
comes
it's a
with free TV.
yes, it does. Okay, let me explain. So
This
it's a
is so
Samsung
weird.
TV, and most like newer Samsung TVs come with like like this thing called Samsung TV, obviously, and it has a lot of good channels. There's a Baywatch channel where I can watch Baywatch 24/7.
Who?
There's
Who?
a I would, because I actually do watch Baywatch 24/7. Okay, and then they have Kitchen Nightmares 24/7. They have a Vice channel. They have a Minecraft channel, like 24/7 Minecraft. Let's plays,
Sounds like
and
YouTube, but okay.
and then they have like a yeah, they have a K drama channel, which what do you call it? Got used a little bit whenever my family comes visit, but that's another story for another day. And yeah, it's lots of variety channels on there. It's all free. So if you ever get a Samsung TV, you get that. Just 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 connect it or to like your internet and you get it free.
Oh, I didn't know all this. I wanna get free TV. I turned on my TV for the first time in like over a year, because I don't even play video games on it. I turned it on, and I was surprised because they went to a channel, and I forgot what it was showing, but I've never, like, as far as I know, my TV never got channels. I know it sounds weird. It's first of all, it's not a smart TV, but second of all, like, its antenna would never pick up channels. Like, it would like I would scan and scan and scan, it would never get anything. So I guess at some point, whatever channels are local. Up their receiver status. And I'm like, oh, I get TV now. I can get local TV for the first time in my life since I was a kid. Anyways, High Dive. I mean, Crunchyroll now owns all anime. So if you want to watch anime, you have to fucking just go through them. By the way, apparently the
I
girls from
hate
Two Girls
unironically,
One
I
Cup are.
do hate Crunchyroll though, because they're like late like the like how their website and their apps are set up is like horrible.
Oh, I used to always hate their website. No, I don't want to rag on them too much. I will say this: I don't think we have it anymore, but they were really nice to us for a long time. First of all, the people who run Crunchyroll Expo have been really nice to us. But if you don't know, Crunchyroll actually like kind of licenses their name to a third party event site that runs Crunchyroll Expo. And so
Mm.
technically we're really cool with them, not so much Crunchyroll. But Crunchyroll themselves have been cool with us in the past. They gave us a free premium membership that we had for years. I don't think we have it anymore, but I think that's mainly because we haven't like asked them to renew it. But I remember like I used to have it like it was kind of like an A to J thing. Where it's like, oh, go review a thing for us every so often, and people would. And then I went to go use it one day because I'm like, oh, there's a show that's coming out like 2-3 years ago, and I went to go on the site, and I'm like, how do you even use this? Like, how is this so popular? How is this like running the anime industry right now? I don't know.
I
I
had
don't
their
know.
Kindle app and like I was kind of down to like, watch anime on my little Kindle when I was like 13, 14 because I didn't have any other way to watch. Like I didn't have like a computer or anything. And their app would like crash like every single time I would try to like fast forward to a point because it crashed before, so I had to like rewind. And if I tried to like do like a little trick to like skip the app or skip an app, it would still crash. Like I literally touch it after the video opens and it just crashes.
Oh wait, Nyaru, how long ago was this?
10 years ago.
Okay, that was when they were still using a Flash player. I think they've transitioned everything to HTML5, so it's not
I
as
still don't.
wonky.
My whole trust in them was broken after
Okay.
that, so I don't trust.
They've also been the only con, and like once again, I don't want to rag on them too much. And this more has to do with the Crunchyroll Expo side of them, because when they did the first Crunchyroll Expo, I think in 2015, 2016, I forgot what year. It was actually before they moved to San Jose, so we actually was still in It was in Santa Clara. Anyways, that first year, they promised a much bigger event, and I guess they realized that the numbers weren't quite like playing in their favor, so they made it smaller, and they lowered a lot of like things, especially like the number of rooms they were gonna have, and the number of panels. They are still to this day the only convention who's canceled a panel on us weeks before a show started. I was like, what the fuck? Like, we were all ready to do it. They're like, oh, we apologize, but here's 8 billion passes. They're like, each of the people who you bring in, they get 5 free passes. And when I showed up to collect them, they gave me everyone's passes. There's a picture of me somewhere on Facebook where I have like this huge stack of Crunchyroll Expo badges because they just gave me like all 30 of them or whatever to give away. And I was literally like, anyone wants to come to Crunchyroll Expo, I got a free badge. And yeah,
it started 2017, Manuel.
Oh yeah, that was a fun year. If you join us on Patreon, patreon.com/AJConnections, we've only done a couple Patreon Q&A videos. I'm not gonna lie, that's mainly our fault because we just haven't really put out a call for questions. But our Patreon was still new at the time, newish, and we put out a call for questions, and we got like a few of them, and then we filmed a video for that, and that video is hilarious. I just love the way that video was shot. Like, everyone in the room was drunk. I think I might have been a little, but Tiffany and Angie weren't. They had just shown up, and it's me, Tiffany, and Angie, and like you hear everyone off camera just like laughing and like having a good time while we're trying to seriously answer questions about like I don't even remember what the questions were. It was just ask AMA. I think AMA is a tag here on Twitch. Ask me anything.
Yes,
ask
it
Nyaru
is.
anything. Nyaru, what size feet do you have? Not even what size shoes do you have?
Size 7, actually.
Do you really? That's pretty small.
Yeah, I have
right?
small feet. Yeah.
Because aren't girl sizes 2 sizes bigger than guy sizes? Isn't that the way that works?
No, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Oh, is it really? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that makes far more sense for starters. Like, why would girl sizes be bigger? But okay, that's still really small. Let's see, what is supports Patreon. I want to. Oh yeah, I read my own thing about 2 Girls 1 Cup. Apparently, the girls are healthy and still eating their chocolate ice cream. Let's leave it at that, guys. There's one more thing about the Crunchyroll thing. Did you see what's the show called? JD, I don't have my notes open. Guardian High Spice.
Hi, Guardian Spice, and there's a reason I took that off the list, Manuel.
Why is it gone?
Because I didn't want you to get too boomery in there and get us the wrong kind of people watching.
I'm gonna get boomery. I'm gonna get boomery about it.
Let's talk about Fena.
Talk about high dive, Guardian High Spice, High Guardian. What's it called?
See, he's getting boomery.
Manuel, we'll talk about it when you can say its name properly on the first try.
It's High Guardian Spice. I'm looking it up. Okay, no. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this for a lot of reasons. Do you know about this one, Nyaru?
Yes, and I actually don't like it for reasons people think people probably don't expect me to like it.
Oh, okay.
Because
go ahead.
Because like as much as because like if I were okay, hold on. So Crunchyroll is supposed to be you really advertise themselves like this streaming service that's gonna help the anime industry and put money back into the industry and everything like that. And then next thing I know, they're like, "Oh, we're using your subscription to make this passion project." And like, I'm all open for it, like a passion project and anything like that. But I'm thankful I wasn't a Crunchyroll subscriber for a long time because I didn't have to deal with feeling so kind of like betrayed like that. Like, I get it, but at the same time, I thought we were trying to support the Japanese industry, which is actually really needs help right now, like severely. There's a lot of underpayment still going on, and yeah, it would have if they did like a crowdfunding thing for it, like, hey, we want to make an original and allocate funds for this using this crowdfunding thing. Like, honestly, the anime wasn't the problem. I actually thought a little cute. I like it. I like the visuals, but that was really it. I haven't even watched it, but overall, like, it's not the anime's fault. It's not whoever was making its fault. It's Crunchyroll's fault.
Yeah, my guess would be it was something coming down from Warner when they were still under that.
Exactly.
That they just kind of have to live with now. Because at least the anime that have come out of that line are, at least the ones I've seen, are pretty good. Like Tonikawa Over the Moon for You, I think, was one of their originals.
I didn't know this. Fena is an original, right?
Yes.
Oh, by the way, I have not ranted about Fina Pirate Princess enough. We've been getting their press for a while. I won't say some of the near misses we've had about some cool shit we could have done with Fina, RIP. But Fina looks fucking amazing. It's the first anime, definitely this year, but it's the first anime in memory that I know I could think of that I've wanted to watch. That's coming out new. I mean to say, because there's always like, oh, I see an old show for a trailer, and I mean trailer for an old show, and I'm like, I want to watch that. But this is one that's coming up soon. And I feel like they kind of dropped it really fast because when I started getting all the info, and they're like, "Oh, here's the opening, here's the closing." Then they're like, "Oh, it's coming out in a few weeks," and it debuts in the U.S. first, which makes sense because it's a Crunchyroll original. I didn't know that at the time, but yeah, it looks fucking amazing. Also, Fina Pirate Princess makes me think of Xena Warrior Princess, and I know that Fina is based on some other work, so I don't think that that was in their minds. But part of me likes to think that it was. I like Xena. Everyone go watch Xena also. But High Guardian Spice, I didn't have that in the notes. There's a lot of stuff I didn't want to put in the notes, mainly because I didn't want to just write a ton of notes today. But JD kind of hit the whole thing on the head. I feel like this is a leftover from like their old parent company, and it's like it sticks out like a sore fucking thumb.
Well, that and Onyx Equinox.
Oh well, this I think is worse. I will say this without hopefully not offending anyone. The art style isn't for me, but I don't like
That's
this
valid.
art style in general. Just because and I know it's not comparable, but I just want to use it as something else that I feel similar on. Like, I don't think Nyaru was here. I think it was on an episode she wasn't on, but it definitely was a UPZ. I ranted about that Harley Quinn show that looks like a show for kids, but apparently it's for adults. And I'm not saying this is for adults, but this looks like a show for younger children than I'm sure it's aimed at. I mean, I'm pretty sure like all ages can watch it, but it looks like a show to me, at least. It looks like a show that I would show like a 5-year-old. And I don't know if that was necessarily like what they think the target demographic would be. I think they're thinking more of the teen or something like that. But I don't know. I will say this though. I'm glad Nyaru picked that side of the battle because there's some people fighting over it for some other bullshit
Yeah, like
that I
I
don't think it
ignore
deserves.
that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's not a valid reason. What's a valid reason is that Crunchyroll is like so high and mighty about supporting the, Japanese anime industry, especially with how low the wages are, how some of the treatment in those industries can be, and stuff like that. Like, and I thought, I'm kind of glad I don't have a Crunchyroll subscription for that reason.
And I know, yeah, and I know this is done in house, and they have their own in-house animation studio. So I know that this isn't really, they can't really do this, but they could have still like, I mean, a better version of this could have been like, oh, we're working with an animation studio in Japan, where like someone Japanese famous is doing the character, I mean anime famous is doing the character designs.
Or like I said,
that.
I would have liked to see a crowdfunding thing. So I'm pretty sure people
Yeah.
would have supported this. Like, no matter what political bullshit, what side you are, like I think it would have been, a successful crowdfunding. It's not my cup of tea. I personally wouldn't have given to it just because, like, I want to support, because like, they're so high and mighty about like, supporting the anime industry. I'd rather just my money go directly to those you know the directors and the animation houses and stuff like that. So a crowdfunding would have been a better way of going about it.
Yeah,
like it's okay that it existed.
Actually, even then, it's kind of tough to get it to the studios and stuff because it goes through like the production committees that take a lot and don't pay. Those are the ones like setting prices and stuff, and that's definitely something that needs to improve. And they are definitely getting on production committees for some of their newer original stuff. So I'm hoping they're trying to affect change that way.
We shall see. Like I said, I will personally slip a 20 in each of the animators who worked on Fina. I hope it's not that many of you because I don't have that much money, but I will try. I will buy you all a donut. I don't know why I said a donut. But yeah.
Just make sure Kaylee doesn't attack you while you're bringing them.
I won't. I won't. Just because JD's here, I'll say that for another stream. I won't mention the. I don't think it was controversial what I was saying though. I'll leave everyone wondering what Manuel was originally going to say that JD censored him on. But yeah. I had another. It wasn't my main viewpoint. My main thing was I was gonna say similar to what Nyaru said and what JD said, that like I think this should have been an anime. God forbid Manuel wants anime and Nyaru wants anime on their anime streaming site.
It also hosts live action shows.
Well, that is true, but yeah. I don't know. I always don't like what, like, it's like the MTV effect when
Mhm.
any kind of like service, like be it streaming, be it traditional TV or whatever kind of media service starts leaving its initial, like, thing, like when everyone loved G4 when they started showing cops every day, right? But for those who know, G4 was the video game channel.
Hey,
They're showing
it's
cops
back.
and cheaters every day. But shit like that, like when MTV like started showing, like, Teen Moms every 3 seconds. Apparently that's all the channel is now. It's like Teen Mom 3, Teen Mom 4, Teen Mom 17, Teen Mom of Edition. No, I'm actually not exaggerating this. Somebody made it. I was watching some YouTuber and they made a joke about that, and then I went to MTV site, and I'm not joking. Like I think the video I saw was also a year old, so this wasn't even like they were making fun of this. When I went to the site, they were promoting 6 different Teen Mom and Teen Mom adjacent shows. Like apparently, like this is normal for reality. I know this, but some of the ex-Teen Moms, like as in like the Teen Moms who were on the Teen Mom, I say Teen Mom too many times. The Teen Moms who were on the show got their own spin-offs. It's like, so and so and so and so, and it's like their show. Anyways,
Yeah,
stop
I think
watching Teen Mom stuff.
yes, I think they tried to bring back TRL for a bit.
I used to love watching TRL back in the day because nobody really talks about this. But like, obviously, there would be the NSYNCs and the Britney Spears and the Christina Aguilera. So that was like around the era it was in. But I'll never forget, there was a week where AC/DC, when they released their album called Stiff Upper Lip. By the way, this dates what episode this was and like when it was. But when they were releasing Stiff Upper Lip, they performed it at TRL, and I remember, like, I can only assume that like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys were like feuding for the top position that week, like they always were. And they asked the members of AC/DC, and if you don't know who AC/DC is, they do, you definitely know them because every fucking commercial uses like Back in Black or something as its theme. But anyways, and they asked them like, who do you like? Carson Daly, is that his name?
Yes.
He's like, who do you think's gonna win this week? Will it be NSYNC or Backstreet Boys? And like Angus Young and Brian Scott, I'm pretty sure I got those names right. They were like, we don't freaking know, or like something in their like heavy British accents, or
Australian.
Australian. Yes, actually Australian. I corrected myself as I was saying it, but they have very harsh Australian accents. I don't say it like straight from the pub, They still call it pubs in Australia, but yeah, straight from the pub, and they're like, we don't bloody know, kind of thing. I think they really did say bloody, which I've come to find out apparently is considered a curse word. It's basically like trading out fuck, but anyways, we got off track. TRL.
Okay.
Y'all can wonder what JD censored me. See, I'm being censored, guys. You gotta dial in 123 help to send help to Manuel so he can speak his mind.
Okay.
And not be censored.
Okay, Manuel, we can go back to gross stuff now.
Okay, what are the gross out shit do we have, Nyaru? What's the grossest thing you've ever done? Sorry, I'm opening the notes. There actually was other stuff on the notes.
I've ever done? I don't know. I'm not that gross of a person, TBH.
Oh, I told this story. I think I don't know if I told the story on the UPZ. Because it keeps getting brought up in Facebook memories. Okay, when I used to work at Party City, we used to every so often we used to rearrange
Party
the store.
City stories should be banned. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'll admit that they go there too much. But hold on, this is kind of funny. So I'll tell the story fast too. So like every so often we have to rearrange the store, like literally rearrange it by moving the huge shelving things. And when we moved one, whenever you move one, it's always disgusting because whenever they clean the floor and they wax the floor, like they kind of just push all the dirt and the unwaxy parts under the shelves. So when you move them, they're disgusting. You have to like re-wax them and scrub them and everything like that. And you'll always find old ass shit. So one day they moved one and they found an old gummy bear, or like an old gummy candy. I don't know if it was a bear, but they found an old gummy candy. And I walk into the back room and it's like all the stock people. They're like, "Oh, look at this! We found an old gummy bear back there." It was like rock hard. It wasn't clean though; it was rock hard. And one of them turned to me. It's like, "Emmanuel, I'll give you $5 if you eat this." And they will not ever let it down. This happened like 12 years ago or something like that, 10 years ago. And somebody took a picture and it was on Facebook, and it's like keeps coming back in memories. and they keep bringing it up. I dead ass with no hesitation picked it up and ate it. And they
Ew.
thought it was the most disgusting. Oh, do you think it's the most disgusting thing ever?
Kind
I've been on the
of.
floor for how long?
Yeah.
It was rock hard. I didn't get sick. It was just one gummy bear. It was just one gummy candy. And I got my $5, and this was around that time. So I went. I bought my $5 footlong at like Subway. I posted a picture about it, but they were so disgusted. I like how you guys are really disgusted too. They would not let. And I remember they even because like I said, they posted a picture. Okay, somebody took a picture before I eat it. Nobody took a picture of me eating it because it happened so fast. But but like they posted it that they tagged my then girlfriend. They're all like, "Did you know? Like, did you kiss this guy? He fucking eats gummy bears that are like years old off the floor, you know."
Hey,
And did it?
you gotta take
But
a shot, redeem.
Who didn't take a shot?
Haro.
You can't make me take a. I'll take a shot in a minute. I actually still have my DTL rum right here. It's kind of warm. I hate warm rum.
Are we going to add on to the list of gross things you've done? Drink, what, 3-day-old rum now?
I mean,
Oh, okay. It's been sitting in the bottle, not in the cup.
Have you guys really?
Does
not...
eating 50 chicken nuggets in one sitting count as gross?
No.
No.
Okay.
I would do that. I mean, I haven't. I've always thought about it, but I would do that. I could see myself doing that. There was this one time when me and Tipo, we got Little Caesars pizzas, and then we took them to Starbucks, and then we just sat there and ate the whole. Well, okay, I should rephrase this thing. We each bought a pizza, and then we each ate our pizza, and like I think we ate the whole thing. It was one of those. I'll take the shot. Oh wait, never mind. That's Warren. I know you have the alcohol. Remember when everyone loved me? Was that ever a time? Am I making that up?
You don't.
Hold on, take a shot real fast.
Nobody likes you.
It was my birthday recently, by the way.
My birthday's soon.
They're all out without you.
Wait, are you actually drinking?
Yeah, I took a shot.
What do you think that redeems
Ew.
for?
Ooh,
Oh, I thought that didn't count on this show.
Yeah, I used to take it off before we went live, and I've been forgetting. But no one really redeems it, so I'm like, oh, no one's gonna do it. But I did it just for fun because I had the alcohol there, and it was my birthday. Oh, that felt kind of nasty though because it was warm. I'll never forget the very first time I ever I ever really talked about alcohol with anyone. It was like my science teacher, like in 6th grade, and he was going on about like what not to. This is stuff that he probably should have been telling us. He was telling us basically about like being careful about. By the way, this is a mixed class. It wasn't like he was talking to just the guys. But he was saying about being careful about being like entangled by a woman who's just like gonna use you or whatever. And I'm like, oh, this is kind of toxic. I didn't think that at the time, but I think about it now when I look back on it. But at one point, he was going on about drinking and about being careful about like drinking too much. And he's like, it makes you feel warm, and like you could be cold and empty and everything's going wrong, but you drink the alcohol and it just puts this warmness in you and you just don't want to let that go. At the time, I was just like, what a weird conversation, just like the other stuff. But now I'm like, was that dude an alcoholic? Like I've never once thought about drinking in that fashion. About like it replaces the warmth, you know, that like in my life is missing. I shouldn't laugh at that because I'm pretty sure that's why some people drink. But don't drink if that's your reason. Please don't. Get help. That's not even a joke. I mean that literally. Get help if that's the reason why you're drinking. Yes, drink responsibly. And one of the responsibilities about drinking is not drinking when you're upset. Please don't. Well, drink when you're upset. That is fun, but don't drink to ease the. I'm just talking in circles now. Nyaru, what's the grossest thing you've ever done? You have to tell a story worse than mine.
I really don't. I don't do that many gross. I mean, I could say one gross story, but it's kind of TMI, and I was really sick when it happened.
Did you just vomit everywhere?
Yeah, and shit at the same time.
Okay. I don't know where this is coming up one time, but apparently that's a fairly normal thing. And like, I don't know if it was a DTL. This wasn't recent. This is like over a year ago, like start of the pandemic. We were talking about being really sick because I think I was making a reference about the choice you never want to make if you have to like take a really huge piss or a really like probably explosive shit. And it's like, which do you do? And it's you can technically kind of do both if you just angle everything correctly. Girls, it's easy, but for a guy, it's a bit more work. But we were talking about that, and then at some point, somebody was mentioning about throwing up at the same time, and I'm just like, okay, that's just difficult. At that point, you have to like lean over to the sink or something. Hopefully, your sink's close to your toilet, and just be like, blood, every hole just explodes. I'm about to jump into this call to tell my nasty story. Warren, you're just nasty. You're over here like, yeah, I once like, yeah, I remember when a couple weeks ago, my toilet like decided to like crap itself out. No pun intended. Actually, pun intended. And by the way, in case you guys are wondering if you guys are washing the DTL, it got it fixed the next day. So like people were like, I thought your toilet didn't work. I'm like, I don't like. We live in the U.S. It's like I got it fixed the next day. It's not like I like just lived with it. But anyways, by the way, I'm saying it's a privilege that we have living here. Not to say like I'm above anyone else who can't get it fixed right away. But when I was talking about peeing outside during DTL, everyone seemed kind of shocked. And I'm like, hasn't everyone peed outside at some point in their life? Like,
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
I
and
even have.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not even a gender thing. Like guys, okay, first of
No.
all, I'm pretty sure
when
guys have peed
when you
outside.
go
Like,
camping,
yeah,
when you go
thank you.
camping and everything, like where do you fucking go to the bathroom?
Yeah, and like, and Callie was acting the
You
most
gonna
disgusting.
go all the way into town to go shit.
Yeah, exactly. Go
You're
drive somewhere.
You're gonna try to go find a fucking stall in the middle of a mountain to go shit.
No, you're gonna go shit somewhere. You're gonna go find the right leaves, and you're gonna hopefully you brought toilet paper. But it's like maybe you'll find leaves too. I don't know. And then you take care of what you gotta do. It's like that. That's just me. I think there are some. I don't camp, so I don't know how this works. But I think there are some like things you're supposed to do if you poop in the wild. Warren probably knows.
You gotta bury it. You gotta bury it because like your poop can actually make other animals sick, and if you bury it, they'll just ignore it.
What the fuck? Apparently Warren held his shit for 3 days once. How?
Well, let's have him come on and talk about it. We've still got 25 minutes.
Oh God.
Well, you know what? You can come in. You can come in. It'll
if
fuck
you're
up the
in
entire
here,
overlay.
fucking go for it.
Yeah, I mean, like he's in the Discord thingy. Just jump in.
Oh my God, he's actually here.
Up, yo. I'm not
Okay.
gonna.
No, it doesn't fuck up the overlay because he's the fourth. You're right.
Yeah,
So we're still fine.
No, just keep. You can just keep me as a voice.
So what do you? So how did you? How did you? How did you?
Okay, all right.
What did you do?
Okay, so what happened was, okay, I went camping as a child. Okay, so this is because okay, as I grew up, I understood that taking a shit was not that dangerous in the woods. Okay, when oh here I should you want you guys want me to turn on here?
Yeah, I got
turn
it.
on my.
Oh no!
Leave
Hello,
it off.
hello.
Leave it off. If you leave it off.
Oh, you know what? Hold up, I left my Streamlabs on.
Okay, that's a joke.
Hold up. Let me kill myself really quick. I mean, let me kill this and I'll be right back.
Oh my God, is he gonna be okay?
There you go.
Yes, he'll be okay.
He's fine. He didn't. Okay, good.
I think this. Okay, here you
Okay.
go. Okay.
Okay, tell us your ghost story. Go.
Okay. So hold on. Okay, how many? Because
one. At least
We've got 25
one.
minutes to kill.
Tell your best.
Okay.
No. Tell your best gross story. Your best number one gross story.
Okay, one involves Leslie, so I'm not going to talk about that one. That one's on there. Okay.
No, now you kind of have to.
I know. Like now you're gonna draw the line. Now you.
Okay, it's not nasty. Okay. Not the fuck, man. There's at Leslie's brother's wedding. Okay, so we went to Peru, right? And I got fucking since I'm the only Asian dude. All right, I'm the only Asian dude. Okay, and apparently, because because I'm in Peru. Oh, so we went to Pura, right? TLDR. That's like not in the city. It's pretty much a third world like town-ish. But they still have it was her brother's wedding, right? And I was like, one guy's like, keep on drinking. I was like, yeah, I don't keep on drinking. Like this ain't shit. So I was just like, blue. I was like, yeah, just taking drinks, right? And I was like, yeah, man, I feel great. This is gonna be awesome. And then all of a sudden, I just remember going to the bathroom and fucking throwing the fuck. I took a shit flushed it, threw up in the toilet I just took a shit in, and then, right, I was so fucking drunk, I couldn't put my pants back on, and I fell over on the side of the toilet, and then my nose started bleeding, right? So I put my boxers on, because I could definitely do that, but so someone came in trying to figure out who the fuck is in the bathroom. And I knocked the fuck out, and I remember people picking me up. They're like, "What happened to him? He got stabbed. Someone punched him. He broke his hand or something." There's just blood all over my fucking face and my arms. And I was just like,
That sounds like a
bruh.
normal night in Peru. I'll be real with you.
It's actually funny because this I was not thinking about this because of the gross out thing, but this story came back to me because it was around this time, like 5 or 6 years ago, and I went to this party, and it was always against my better judgment. I don't like to hang out with coworkers, like, you know, so it was an employee I work with at Party City, but this is not a Party City story. But they ended up going to a different store, and they quit. Then they became like they got another job, and then I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'll hang out with them now. They were cool. So I went to a house party of theirs. I took a friend with me. We went there, and the place technically had 2 bathrooms, and somebody just passed out in one of them. They were taking a shit, and they just knocked the fuck out. And we're like, fucking hell, whatever. So flash forward to the party going on a little more, and then somebody busted a warrant and basically threw up, and then like passed out on the other one.
Hey.
And then we were like, okay, we need to fix the situation. We need to get both of them out the bathroom. So let's deal with the one who was shitting, because he's been there for about like 2-3 hours. He should be fine by now. So I can't tell this story. So me, the girl whose house it is, like the ex-coworker, and a couple of the friends, we went to go wake up this guy. I'm like, hey dude, get up. And I went there with some of the guys. She felt understandably weird, because the dude was like mid shit, so he was like his pants were around his ankles. So me and the other dudes were like, hey dude, you gotta get up, you gotta finish up and get out of here, we need to use the restroom. And he's all like, nah man, nah. I'm like, nah, you gotta get up. He's like, all right, give me a second. And he stands up, turns around, falls against the wall, and stays there for a minute. Mind you, his pants are still around his ankles. And we're like, oh man, what do we do about this dude? It's like, and one of the guys has been a bit more like, just do what you gotta do. And he's like, no man, I'll help you with your pants. And the guy's like, no man, I got this myself. So he like stumbles out. He's out the bathroom now. He stumbles out the bathroom, leans against the wall, like the hallway wall, and just slides to the ground. And it's then that we notice he's been smearing shit everywhere.
Ew.
And there's shit on the walls all over the place. And the friend who didn't know what was going on, she's all like, what the fuck? There's shit in my house. She's like, the party's over. The party's over. And then we all just, mind you, this is a day party. This is like 3 p.m.
No. No.
This was not like at night. It was supposed to go on all day, so this was supposed to go on till that night. But this was mad ass, sun shining, and homeboys just shit all over her walls. To this day, I don't know how that story ended, because like I have, like she's like,
Oh no.
somebody's gonna help stay with me with him. I'm like, I don't know who that is, but it ain't me. And then me and my friend, we
just bounced her.
we took the fuck off. And then I didn't see her again until I randomly went to a friend's house to go see the finale of Game of Thrones. And she dead ass showed up. And I was like, oh, how'd that party go? And we laughed about it. And maybe she thought I knew how it ended, but I was like, yeah, I have no idea what that happened to that shit. Anyways, don't get drunk in the shitter. That's the whole point of this story. Don't smear shit everywhere. It's nasty. It's nasty. Okay. It's not fun. The worst part of this story is
Manuel's like, it's not fun.
Okay, I've never done it. But the worst part of the story is, I imagine Warren doing that. I've always imagined Warren doing that. I'm like,
hey, I have. No, man. Okay, when I go take a shit and I'm drunk, all right, I sit there and I become the most sober I could be for that moment. I zen out, right? And I was like, I remember where you are and who you are. And I was like, wipe my ass. I'm just like,
Wipe
and wipe my ass. And after you're done, you just like flush it, pull up your pants. You're like, all right, I'm fucking drunk, and you just walk. I mean, you have to. Did I say wash your hands? Wash your hands, pull up your pants, wash your hands, and you just walk out, and then you can act the fool again. That's every time that happens every time. I'm just like, don't be caught with your pants down, don't pee yourself, and don't shit yourself. I was like, all right, those are the those are the benchmarks in which I have to put up in my mind before I go back doing some stupid shit.
There was one time at a con, and I have a tendency to do this when I'm drunk at cons. I'll call somebody.
You flood the toilet.
No, a cat flooded the toilet once, but anyways.
Dang.
That was funny. But anyways, no, I always call people a lot when I'm drunk. There was one person I used to particularly call who was like, won't name her, but she like lived in Japan, has been on some of the streets before. And there was one time I called her, and another friend of ours who was there was talking to her, and she's like, hold on, here, take the phone, Manuel. And she ran to go like presumably vomit, and the friend was clearly worse. Like, go check on her, like, is she okay? So I go to the bathroom, and I don't realize I'm still holding the phone. Like, I'm holding it like kind of just walking, and like TLDR, I give the friend a full basically a close-up view because I'm holding the phone like this. I'm like, are you okay? And I'm trying to like lift her and move her because she's like, I don't want to like drown in the toilet, and I'm giving her a full-on like first-person view of her like vomiting up like crazy, like all over the place. And I didn't see it, but the friend was all like, "Man, he got the call." I don't know why she did it. Maybe it was just like deer in the headlights. Like, what do I do? Someone's vomiting.
Sometimes you just want to sit and watch, okay?
Yeah, I'm not
It
gonna lie. If that
happens.
was me, I probably would be like yelling at the person to get the camera out the way. But I'd also be like, what's going on here? You know? Like,
It would be like that. I mean, too many
yeah.
con stories. I had like my friend throw up on my leg.
I've had
like
people throw up on
dead
my
ass.
leg at a con. That was fucking disgusting. I was like, what the fuck?
Like
I'm
projectile
like,
vomit. Yeah.
then-
I mean, I was drunk. I couldn't get off the toilet. Like, I was literally just laying next to the toilet, and they're like, he's gonna throw up. I was like, nope, I'm not getting up. Fuck that. And then as soon as I saw his ass come walk in, I was like, oh shit. And I was like, all right, it's time to move. Muster up all the energy you can, shonen people style. Like, yeah. And I jumped, and I fucking dove into because the toilet, there's like like the room for the toilet, and there's a door that slides into the to the tub, and I fucking dove. And then as soon as I dove, I just remember all over my right leg. And it was just me and him. And I was like, fuck you, David. Why the fuck you throwing up on my leg? He's like, I'm sorry, Ward. And he's all hugging the toilet. He's like, I'm sorry. He's like, nah, fuck that, man. You threw up on my leg. These are my good jeans.
No, I had this dude throw up on me at a party at AX. And he threw up on me. And I was like, what the fuck? You threw up on me. And like we weren't even doing anything. We were just like sitting, and I was like eating too. And he just like dead ass was like, and it was all over my leg, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Anyways, he ended up making this huge post at the end of AX about like how.
Did he blame you?
Huh?
He's like, why are you in my way?
No, okay, it's actually kind of annoying because he made this whole post about like how he doesn't want to drink anymore because the bullshit he does when he drinks, which is fine. But then he had the nerve to call out people who like quote unquote like, enable him or whatever. I'm like, dude, I barely know you. Like, I only see you at cons, and you threw up on me. It's like, what the fuck? I didn't do anything to you. I didn't put a drink in your hand. I didn't throw up on you. Anyways, I hate that. I hated that guy. And then he starts drinking again. So anyways, it didn't last that long. Nyaru, what is some funny how are you disgusting? JD, how are you disgusting?
I told you that only time it was when I got sick and I just threw up and then shat myself at the same time. That was it.
She. I got one about shitting myself too.
Oh, go
Have
for
you
it. Go for it.
like recently? Like I haven't. Was
No,
recent?
this is when I was like
a long time ago.
Mine was like when I was a teenager. I was like actually really sick because of my heart condition. So
yeah, I was gonna say like I think I shat myself when I was a lot younger. Like I don't know why. I was probably. Anyways, go on, Warren.
Should I have to continue this story? What the fuck?
Hey, what else happened?
I think I got food poisoning. And in my sleep, I thought I was farting, but woke up and I was just like,
No.
I was just like, oh no, what do I do with this air mattress? And
You throw it, you
just
burn
fucking-
it. Gotta burn
I
it now.
just fucking took that shit and threw that shit away. Yeah, that was
No, I told.
that was not a very proud moment. I was just like, oh shit, quite literally, oh shit.
Oh my god, I I remember I've told stories about this place before. There was this place that was behind like where my friends used to live for a few years. And we used to hang out there. I mentioned many a story about this little house they lived in. I mentioned walking in them having sex. I mentioned like everyone used to pee on the side of it because like nobody was like quote unquote like usually allowed in the main house. And that little house didn't have its own bathrooms. People would like pee on the side of it. Um, but we used to hang out there a lot, and I just showed this story too. When I took this girl there, and she didn't know, she thought bunnies laid eggs, and I was really upset, and I was like,
Wait, what?
yeah, she thought bunnies laid eggs, and I was just like, in my head, I was like, I can't date this girl. It was like a first dating type situation. Why I took her to my friend's house, I'll never know, and they weren't there. We just went there, but. So me and this other friend, we kind of had like this little double datey thing. The other friend was a girl, by the way. Not that that really matters for the story, but it's just more funny if you know that. But that other friend of mine, she was like a pill popper. Like she would just take a crap ton of pills. I don't condone this, just saying. But I remember she took a bunch of these red pills to get high, but all they did was get her sick. And by the way, I mean she would take like cough medicine and shit like that. And she threw up on the cement out like by the people's house because she's like, oh god, I just gotta throw this up. It's not making me feel good. She threw it all up. Threw up all the red, like all like the red number 30, or whatever the fuck was in the pills. And then we hosed it down. And that stain, as far as I know, is still there. Because when my friends long since moved out of there, obviously. But then when that house was for sale, like a second or third time, I wandered back there because I was so curious and I was walking by it. And it's by where I like live again now. And the stain is still there. And I'm like, I almost want to tell the realtors and the owners, like, I know where that stain came from. It's like, yeah, that driveway stain.
Someone got I thought someone got killed there.
No, but it's the weirdest thing because you can tell it's like it's red, but it's like, what caused this? It's like it looks like red, not like blood. It looks like neon red. But anyways,
What the fuck?
yeah, there was some crazy shit. I don't know. I'm like a lot of shit. I'm like, is that even gross? I remember like I used to tell the story when we started at someone else's house at the time when they were fucking and they broke the thing. We peed off the balcony. Yeah, I think I told that part of the story. But I don't know if I told you that we were like peeing everywhere else. Like I was peeing off the balcony with another friend of mine, and then this other dude was just peeing in the sink. But yeah, we were just peeing wherever we could because if you never got drunk before in your life, by the way, one of the first things that happens to you as you're drinking is you have to like pee every 30 seconds.
You always have to fucking use the bathroom.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it's very dangerous because like at that point you're like dehydrating yourself. You're just like peeing pure water because your body's like trying to get the alcohol out of your system as fast as it can. And at some point you just fuck that up. But anyways, but yeah, you're peeing a lot, and it's not pretty. It's not pretty. Anyways. Let's circle back around. We should probably start getting ready to wrap this up. JD, before we do, we need a gross out story from you.
It basically just involves a lot of vomit about 7.5 years ago.
Did you just like vomit your guts out one day?
Yeah, I just started feeling really sick, and it just started like coming out of one end and then both of them.
Yo, that was my fanime that one time. I think 2 fanimes ago. I remember I was taking a shit and I was like, Leslie, I'm gonna throw up. Grab me the little trash can. She grabbed me the trash can, and I was like,
oh, there was one fucking. There used to be this con in San Diego called fucking shit. It's that one where it was like, hey Johnny. It was that one, but it was a year before that. And I was staying with the
Hanadoki Con or some shit.
Yeah, that's Hanadoki Con. I was staying with Bridget one of these years, an old A to J old friend of mine from like ages ago. And she got really sick when we were drinking, and she threw up in the sink, but she clogged the sink, and she didn't want to reach down. But by clogging it, I mean like there were enough chunks in her vomit that it clogged the little holes in there. So she didn't want to reach in there blindly for some reason. So she used the ice bucket to scoop out her vomit and then put it in the tub. And then she didn't tell us this. She didn't rinse out the ice bucket. She didn't like leave her vomit in there. But she didn't tell us this, and we used that ice bucket the rest of the weekend, and I was so upset. So we drank vomit. That's the point of that story. We drank vomit.
Ew.
Yeah. Well, technically, she didn't scrub that thing, but she did rinse it out. But she was scooping vomit out the sink with that, and then we didn't know, and we just dead ass put ice straight into it, and then was scooping that ice into drinks. So
I mean,
yeah, be careful, everyone.
Have you ever played that Bean Boozled?
Oh my god! There's a live stream.
We did. Me, my brother, my cousin bought that shit, and they brought it over. I was like, "How bad can it possibly be?" And I fucking.
Nyaru, you seem like the right age for Bean Boozled, like legit.
Huh?
Have you ever played
Bean Boozled?
Bean Boozled?
I've heard of it, and I don't want to play that.
It's fucking gross, dude.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think we went 4 or 5 rounds. I cannot. I didn't, dude. Oh, rotten eggs fucking suck.
No, I think there's one called like diapers, and it just tastes like. It tastes like what I imagine a pissy diaper with baby powder would taste like. It was disgusting.
Oh,
I'm like, how do they source? Like, how do they source these? Like, how do they figure out like? You know what I mean? Like, how do they figure these out?
But are these like
you 2 girls 1 cup? All right, they just like, yo, you like eating shit? Yeah, all right, right here, try this. Like, it doesn't taste like that.
These are like the beans that are either taste like regular jelly beans or really, really bad. I think I've had a couple of those myself.
They're not.
Yeah,
there's a very famous YouTube video that I feel this kid. There's a very famous YouTube video where like these 2 kids doing the Bean Boozled challenge. It's an old ass YouTube video, like 240p quality. Where like one kid eats one, the other kid eats his, and kind of like they're both laughing, and the other kid, like very small child, just starts throwing up all over his plate. It's the most disgusting thing ever. But yeah, that was almost me. And one time we did this on the way home from San Diego. Like I went with Larnie, a friend of ours, and we went to San Diego one day just to go. And on the way back, we decided, because it was kind of a boring trip. We bought the Bean Boozled box at one of the little candy shops on the pier, and then on the way home, we were just trying it in the car, and like that car smelled like shit after a while, because we're all like, "Bleh," and we're live streaming this to Facebook, by the way, but we're all like, "Bleh, bleh," and then you just smell like one of them is called vomit, I think, and it smelled like vomit in that car. I'll never forget when one of the dudes ate one that. Actually, I won't say that joke. I'll tell Warren it later. I'll tell Warren this joke later. It's funny, but I don't want to say it live. Anyways, go try to be Boozled challenge. We should do this. I'm not kidding. Next con we do this, we're doing the Bean Boozled challenge, or we can do it live. I think it works better in person because they could like vomit on each other. But we could be like that Family Guy episode where they take the Ipecac.
Yes, Ipecac.
Gross.
Which apparently is a thing. It does make you do that, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, we take that and we just vomit everywhere. We're gonna become that vomit porn that I've been watching too much of over the past few months.
Wait, what?
TMI, Manuel.
You've been?
Well, I told no. Okay, I should probably really clarify that before we move on. I didn't mean to word it that way. What I mean is
he's lying. It's okay. You can go ahead, backtrack. I'll let you do.
Because that can be taken a lot of ways. No. I've mentioned before. I've been deep diving into the most disturbing movie Iceberg, and a lot of the lower tiers are nothing but vomit and shit porn. And I usually draw the line at the shit porn, but the vomit porn I'll kind of watch because some of them are kind of quote unquote movies. Like I mentioned many a time, wanted to torture Molly by showing some of them at cons. First of all, it's all fun and good if I make Molly sick, but I'm pretty sure my entire room would walk out on me. So yeah, I'd be kicked out.
Yeah.
So I don't think that. Yeah, at that point, I don't think it's even like, haha, Molly. It's like, haha, Manuel's in the street. But so yeah.
No, everyone's
find out if those windows open.
Alcohol. No more fun.
Yeah. There was one time when I told the story. This will be the last one. When like we were at Anime California, and I think me and Molly were both drunk, but I felt like kind of. So I came back and I was like, I'm gonna go take a nap. I think it was during the day. It wasn't night. So I went to go sleep, and I was sleeping, and I couldn't. I closed my eyes, and I felt kind of weird. You know that feeling when someone's like looking at you, and I'm like, what the fuck? I opened my eyes, and Molly's like we're on 2 separate beds. But Molly's like sleeping facing me, eyes wide open, and I'm sleeping on this side, and she's deathly afraid that I'm gonna throw up any second, and she's like deathly afraid of vomit. So she was literally just staring at me, making sure I didn't vomit. But it was so uncomfortable. Actually, that made me want to vomit more. Not just looking at Molly, but it made me want to vomit more because I was just like,
Dang.
because
The
like, I
scrutiny.
couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep, and I was like Molly, stop! I'm trying to just relax. And she's fucking staring at me. And I didn't want to roll the other way because like it was facing the wall, and I'm just like, I want to sleep like this, but Molly Dash is staring at me. Anyways, that's that. I'm not gonna lie, that wasn't gonna be all the gross ass shit we're talking about. I want to talk about gross fandoms, and I was gonna lean into like some K-poppy things and some other shit, but we'll talk about that another day. That could be a topic for a whole other day anyway. Warren, I like how you accidentally joined us. That's great.
I didn't. I mean, I didn't accidentally. I asked. All right.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. I like how you
Yes.
last minute joined us. Worst.
You guys got lucky. I actually got done with my stream at 7, like on the dot.
Worst bean is stinky socks. I think I'm lying when I mentioned
the fucking sucked.
No, when I mentioned the puke, I think it was a stinky socks one that a friend of ours took, and I think he kind of just like, I think he was being an asshole too, and he was just breathing it all over the car. And like when we stopped for gas, like honestly, you couldn't really notice when you're in the car, but when you like leave it and come back, it was like, oh my god, it smells like stinky socks. And well, it smells specifically like the stinky socks, like fucking Bean Boozled bean. But yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that.
Thanks for having me on, by the way.
Yeah, fun fact.
I
Don't ask
appreciate
why I know this, but I think there's even a more gross out version of the Bean Boozled on their own. Oh, we didn't talk
gross,
about
no.
the bug candy. I want to talk about bug candy.
We can talk
and how,
about candy some other time.
Yeah,
we'll talk about
do a
it
candy tier list
in October.
And then we'll talk about bugs. Have you ever eaten bug candy though, real fast? Warren, they got you here.
Wait, what do you mean bug candy?
Chocolate covered ants or like chocolate covered grasshoppers.
I've had like roasted grasshoppers. Those are yummy.
I don't mean this as a racist thing, but was that an Asian thing or you just had them?
No, I
South
think
American,
my
isn't it?
cousin, my aunt, and them, they just bought it because they thought it
okay.
was cool, and then I just had it. It was pretty yummy.
Oh,
And I was like, but there are small ones though, but they weren't like
Mhm.
huge. I mean, if you're
Yeah.
like, but it was just crunchy.
It's
It wasn't bad.
What were you gonna say, JD?
I thought he was going
What
to
were you
say it was when he was with Leslie in South America, because I hear
Oh,
that like
they have.
at like movie theaters they eat like
Oh,
roasted
a
ants.
lot of times, if you go to random gas stations between here and San Francisco, I always see them at the random gas stations. You'll find the chocolate covered bugs, and I've eaten a few of them, especially when I was younger. And I always thought it was weird because even by their own admission, they don't really taste like anything. So I've always wondered why people eat them, because like they rarely taste like anything. Some people
It's
say
supposed to be
gross.
exotic.
Yeah,
They're like,
and I'm like, you just want to eat bugs, like just fucking admit it, like.
chocolate and
Like,
protein.
I taste the chocolate, but I could just eat in a fucking Hershey's bar. Didn't need to have a fucking. Didn't want to have like fucking the blue ant from the Ant movie in here. What's that movie? Bug.
A Bug's Life.
Bug's Life. I didn't want to have.
Bug. Did you get that fucking song?
What's that bug's name? Bug.
No, it's not
Anyways.
Bug. I'll look it up. Start wrapping
You
up.
need to know now too. Yeah, I don't want to eat him in my chocolate. It's what my. Did you ever see Bug's Life, Nyaru? Are you a bug? I think Nyaru walked off. No, she's moving.
I'm done.
No, she's
No,
moving.
I'm here.
Flick.
Do you eat bugs? Flick?
Yes, FLIK.
Okay, I know that actually. How did I forget that? Because I think, like, now that you said that, it all clicks back. Yeah, I don't want to eat Flick. I want chocolate. Go eat some bugs, Nyaru. I see them a lot in Texas when I'm there.
No, ew.
Like, don't you? Like, seriously, like, at like the convenience stores, you see a lot of bug candy.
Yeah, especially in like Texas. That's like
Yeah.
a staple.
I don't say like I assume eating ants is normal there because I always see like a little box at the registers as if it's an impulse buy. I'm like, who impulse buys? Like, yeah, I want some ants today. Like, what the fuck? Come on, guys, calm down. That's our show. It's been a gross time, yes, or stays on the. Oh yeah, the fucking. That's nasty. Anyways, we're gonna do Bean Boozled to ALA. Tune in for that. What's next, guys?
I didn't agree to this, but I'll do it.
Just do it. We gotta do it. Okay, guys, let's let the show wrap up. Warren, you're streaming again. When's your next stream? Since you're here first, you're here. You came last
Thursday,
time.
4 p.m. PDT. I'm doing Dark Souls 3 because I need to continue
okay.
this shit.
Okay.
And then we finished Amnesia today. It was fucking tight.
Did Molly
Just
watch?
came just some dude with his penis all floating around everywhere. I had
It
to
is a big
censor it.
Was
No,
it
this
really?
some guy with this. Yeah, there's like the bad guy had just had his dong just out and added. I was like, oh, oops.
Hot dog time.
Twitch.
Dog. Let's go,
Yeah.
hot dog.
Everybody, anybody else? Oh, and then tomorrow we're doing our thingy.
Oh yeah, Wild Arms.
Wild Arms
Well,
Wins.
I don't know what we're
Finally.
playing though, because Snacks
Shit.
ain't here. Yeah, Snacks ain't here, so we might just play some fighting game. Not fighting game, but beat 'em up.
Well, I have something to say. Fuck snacks.
Or we can just do Wild Arms without him. We'll figure that out tomorrow.
We can do it without. Yeah,
It starts
we'll
at 5.
figure it out.
It starts at 5 though.
5 p.m.
So-
PDT.
PDT. And then this Friday should be Dream Talk Roll. I was telling everyone earlier that Pleiades is dying. So he didn't say as much, but I think that might put it mildly in question. It's still on as of now, but who knows? Who knows? Well, hopefully it's on. If not, then we're definitely gonna stream something because it's Friday
For
13th.
DTR?
Yeah, but I don't know if we'll be playing
Oh.
because Pleiades is like in death mode right now. I'm sure you saw that, Warren. He's like dying and whatever. But yeah. Anyways, nothing's on Saturday. I'm gonna just get drunk at home like a loser, and that's it. Nyaru's gonna like be cursed on Friday too.
Wait, why?
She's doing a curse stream, aren't you, Nyaru?
Yeah, I'm doing the Cursed Jacksbox stream with like 7 other VTubers, so y'all can come watch that.
Yeah, I keep wanting to get like our double VTuber special and get Hina back on, but like Hina legit came back to streaming for a week, and then like today, like literally, I think she's going on a month vacation starting tomorrow. So I'm like, what the fuck? When I finally get her schedule cleared, I was like, yeah, I'll be on, but I got a vacation coming up. I'm like, girl. Anyways.
Girl.
Thank you all for watching. This was a really fun episode. It's a really fun episode because it wasn't that random. We did have a pretty good like outliney thing going, especially in my head. But once again, we didn't cover most of the stuff in that thing. But we did cover the finer points of Sony and High Spice Guardian, and I'm sure I said that wrong.
High Guardian Spice.
High Spice Guardian.
High Spice Guardian sounds like a weird Dune spinoff.
Yes.
So yeah, it really does. Anyways. Next Tuesday we'll be back. Is next Tuesday your off day, Nyaru? Well, we'll talk with Nyaru.
Are you
What?
off next
we'll
week?
talk with. Yeah,
No. Wait, yeah, yes, I am actually. I am.
because that's the 16th or whatever you said. Remember?
Mhm.
What's the 17th? But it was the day you told us in advance.
Yeah.
So
17th. I need it off.
So yeah. So for those of you tuning in next week, we'll be doing a tier list. I don't
Damn
know
it!
on what.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
I'm dead serious. I don't know on what yet.
No.
But we're doing a tier list, and
I
mainly
wanted
'cause
a tier list with you guys.
we'll do another one.
Wait, a tier list for what?
I don't know yet. We're gonna.
Food.
I'm gonna. Yeah,
Oh.
we're gonna do fast food.
Let's do a tier list of tier lists.
Because no joke, we did a fast food tier list
Oof.
about 3 years ago, and no one really liked the results. So maybe we'll just do it again and see if anything changed.
Just show my results. They're the best results.
No,
Your
they're
results
not.
were a little questionable because the Taco
No,
Bell don't talk
you're
about
Eric,
it.
we should do-
you're
we
little
You had
bit
In-N-Out
better.
way too
Tier
low.
list.
A what?
Oh, we do fab tier list. Titty tier list. Let's go.
A titty tier list? Who has the best titties in that? This is a topic for fat, but real fast.
That's
Every so often when I talk about the best titties in anime, because it hasn't been brought up, like, every so often, it's awkward because sometimes people draw them differently from like scene to scene sometimes. And it's all like, their titties were extreme here, but in this shot, like, I don't know who drew this in between animation, but they're not so much. Anyways, Jesus fucking Christ, what's this about High Guardian Spice? Why isn't that what I came back to? Hello, Zakov. Who are you? Thank you for watching. I apologize for you joining us as we're closing the show, though. By the way, we did talk about Guardian High Spice. I know I said this wrong. It's gonna be my thing now. That I'm just gonna keep saying this wrong.
High Spice Guardian. What?
High Guardian
Oh,
Spice.
that's what it is.
High,
I remember
Oh,
you.
it,
High
That-
Guardian.
that-
What?
that- things a while ago. I do
High
remember you. Actually,
Guardians.
now.
It
High
sounds
Guardian
weird.
Spice. No, wait. Yeah, High Guardian.
That sounds
Spice.
weird.
Yeah.
There you go. But we're gonna wrap this show up. If you want to watch us tomorrow, you can come. We're playing some games tomorrow instead. Me and Warren. No Nyaru. No Snacks. 'Cause Snacks doesn't love us. And then
Yeah, snacks putting you punk ass bitch.
next Tuesday, we'll do something fun. Like I said, I'm gonna ask a lot of people because it's such an easy topic that no one needs any like introduction to be on. That I'm gonna try to get the most random people. So yeah, maybe Warren. But we'll
Okay.
see. We'll
Yeah,
see.
if you
Anyways,
want to, let me know. I can postpone my shit. It's not a problem.
yeah. Thank you all for watching. That's it. And, catch
Thank you.
Catch us all on Friday. And there you go.
Yeah.
Catch us all on everything.
Thank you.
Peace out.
Hey,
Look at
Manuel,
all.
before we leave,
Yes.
I've got a friend streaming right now. Can we raid them?
Whose is it?
Tiny Ghost.
One word?
It's Ghost with a 0 and 2 T's and 1 word.
Oh, that's obnoxious.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Can you just copy and paste it?
No, I'm already doing it.
We're gonna rate the wrong person because Manuel
Yeah.
can't spell.
One
2
time.
T's. Cancel.
Wait, yes, and
I told you. I
Wait.
told you.
Wait,
did we rate the wrong people?
I told you. Told you he's gonna do it wrong.
Oh, I have to cancel
Also-
this one.
Yeah.
Just cancel.
TINY GH.
Hold on. 0 STT.
Yes.
Okay, there it goes. Oh, there, it actually shows the right picture. Fun
Yeah.
fact: there was
Yeah,
one
because
time.
you put in the wrong raid.
There was one time we were gonna raid Nyaru, and I come to find out that Nyaru Chu with different U's. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, the 2U one doesn't like me, I think.
Oh, really?
Wait, what?
Is it because you stole the quote unquote stole the
Oh,
name?
okay, we're off now. I'm
it's
sorry.
'cause it's because like they keep getting raids from me, and they're like, "That's not me. Can you stop?"
Oh, that's what, I was one of them. That's the best.
That's why I was
part.
like, I don't think they like me.
And that's the best part is I definitely did it once, and I was like, "Who is this?" And then I didn't know. I actually still don't know how to stop a raid. So, let me phrase that. I didn't know how to stop hosting their stream. I think I hosted them one time too, and like they streamed for a long time, and I was like, "How do I stop this?"